Hello everyone, welcome back to this lecture. In this lecture, I will discuss about the init constructor and self keyword. In previous lecture, I discussed about class and object. Okay, I have to find out. Yeah. So in a class, I discuss it is like a blueprint for creating a object. It defines the set of attributes which may be a data and methods or functions. That class now act as a template to create a number of objects. For example, you have made a blueprint for a house. That blueprint can be used to creating a number of house. And I discuss about the attribute, method, constructor, in a brief, an access modifier. An object is a instance of the class. The object use the methods and attributes that are specific to the object that we create from the class. We can say it is a real world entity created based on the template or blueprint that form the class. And I go into the how init constructor class and this thing. So and so in this lecture, I will discuss about the init constructor and self keyword that that is the heart of the object oriented programming. Students or professionals still confused about the init constructor and self keyword when they use or why they will use. Let's start this lecture. So let me take a pen. Okay. So first is a init constructor. Init constructor, it is a special method in a Python class. Special method, it is not like any other function. Okay, or it is automatically called whenever you create the object. It is called automatically. There is no need to call separately because it is automatically called. It is used to initialize the object attributes within the no init constructor. That attribute is a instant attribute. I will cover in later of this lecture. So let's see one example to convey the idea. Let's take example. We have a class that is user, and we define that def is like a normal Python function we create using the def keyword. Instead of writing the function name, we write the init constructor. That is the double underscore init double underscore, and we write the some argument we pass. Whenever suppose within this init constructor we write the some instance attributes like self.email and email. So first I will let's I create the user1. I'm creating the object user class, and here I will write the name. Suppose I write the Ankur and their email like an at the rate something like that. Okay. So what happened here? As you create the object user1, so this method, no this method is automatically called. There is no need to call it separately. How do you know it is called or not? We can check using the print statement, as well as we can check using the user one dot name. We are accessing the instanced attribute using the dot operator, and writing the whatever we have written, like here name. Okay, so we will get the output is Ankur. Okay, so init constructor is a very special method. They do some certain task. The task is it is automatically called whenever you object create. Within this init constructor, we define the instance attribute that are specific to the object. And let's move to the inside this self. I will explain in next, like self keyword and name. Here we pass the argument name and email. Let me take the different one. Yeah, name and email. So here this name is similar like that, same as whatever return you have. But this name may be different. May be different. You can write the anything, whatever you want to convey the attribute name. Whatever you write, you have to also pass here same. Okay, pass here also. The convention is that whatever you pass the argument, you have to use same here cell.name. Okay, so you can write the anything whatever you want to write here, but that does not necessarily you have to write same thing written here. Like here, you have to write same here. No. Okay, whatever you write, you have to write same thing when you are accessing the instance attribute. Let's move to the self keyword. Self keyword, it represent the instance or object of the class. It means whenever you create the any object from the class or blueprint or template, so the self keyword represent the current object. Okay, that's why we write the self that will track the specific or current object. Here, allow you to access the attribute method. Method means function, attribute means variable of the class within the class definition. For example, here you will see I take a different example. Car class define, and here is the this is the no constructor, and here we pass the self and brand and model. This is no argument. This self dot brand we are going to whenever you create the new object or instance of this class, it is automatically called. This will be called automatically. You don't need to be called separately. And the self you will see here. Okay, and we also created the new method that is show info. It also contains the self. Why do I have written the self? If we don't write the self, what happen? So what happen? Let's take first I will create the like I create the like car one, and I pass the argument like brand. This brand I pass brand something like XYZ brand and their model like ABC model. When you create the object from this class, this one, this init constructor and their inside this, it is called automatically. So we can access the brand as well as model. But if you want to call this, you have to write separately like car1 dot show info. Okay, you have to write the separately. That is the difference between the init constructor and normal Python function or normal Python method. But when we come to self, suppose you have created the another car2 object. Here I will write, yeah, like that. E, F, G, something like model name. Okay, and here I will write the something like ABC, ABD. Okay, different name. So we have created a two object. First one is a car2 and car1. But the self keyword, what they do, whenever you create the car1 object, what they do, they replace the self. It means self become the car1. Car1 means car1 dot brand, car1 dot model. When you will do a car1 dot brand, car1 dot model. When you create the another instance of the same class like car2, and if you mention the self keyword in your class, so what happen? Self become the car2. Wherever you have written the self, that will be replaced by the car2. That is the importance of the self keyword. If you don't mention the self keyword, what happen? It become a difficult to access the attributes as well as methods. Okay, we cannot write the specific object here like car1. Instead of writing the specific or current object, we write the some different variable that is used in whole class. By the convention, we use the self keyword. You can write any word, but self is a convention or that is used in industries. So so you got the point. What is the self keywords? Importance of self keyword is it is immense. When you create a multiple object, how to track the each object information and how to access the object information. Suppose if I write the simple like I don't write the self. If I remove the self, what happen? It is not easy to access this brand. It will give the error. Okay, so there are two attributes, class as well as instance. The class attributes are those attributes. Attributes you can understand like a variables in a general procedural programming. So attributes that are all shared, that are shared by the all instance of the class means class all instance like car1 and car2 two instance, two object we have created from the same class that can access the class attributes. I will also go in deep through example, and it is generally defined outside the init method or constructor. When we come to the instance attributes, it is unique to the each object that is defined under the within the init constructor. Okay, let's take example. Here you have a student class, and here you have a school name, and let's suppose ABC school name you have, and you have the constructor that is called automatically whenever you create the new object, and you will mention the number of a number of methods you can perform here. Okay, so what happened, that attributes, it is a class attributes means that is accessed by the all instance of the class that is defined outside the init constructor. Okay, this attributes like self dot name, self dot grade. Self means it is a specific to the instance of the class. So this is the instance attribute. Okay, so that is the key difference between the class and instance attributes. I think you got the point. Uh, what is difference between the class and instance attributes, and why do we use a self keyword? Self keyword nothing but is it just define or track the current object, and init operator or init constructor that that is called automatically whenever you create the objects. Let's do one. practical example in a VS Code to understand in more. So let's go to the VS Code. Okay, yeah. So we have come to first zoom in. Here I will write here I will write the self init. Oh no, I will take one example to explain all the concept. Okay, done. Okay, done. So let's take an example. Okay, I will take example of like employee. They are working in a company, the same company, and they have a some different position as well as and their name. So I will try to convey the idea. So I'll take a simple example. So here I will write the like class employee. Class CLASS we use to indicate that is employee is a class. Class is a blueprint or template. And as I said, we need to show the only name as well as their position in a company. So, so the employee belong to same company. So I don't need to define the company name within the constructor. That means company name remains same for all the employee. So that is a class attribute. So here, let's take I mentioned the X, Y, Z, and I will write the define that a constructor. Here I will use this init constructor will help you to whenever you create the object, it will call automatically and self keyword used to track or give a indication of current object. It is tracking the current object. Self here I will write a name and their position or designation we can write. Okay, self dot here I can write the anything like I can write the uh, employee name. Okay, it means it is same as okay it is also correct. Okay, but no, a convention is that we have to use same. Okay, but this must be same. Okay, this one, and I will write the position here. I will write name. Done. Let's run this. First I create employee one, and there I will employee. Here I will write the name of the person. Okay, I have written here wrong position. Here I will write the name, suppose Arun, and their destination is a Java developer. Let's run. Uh, let's first I will first see print constructor. First see how whenever you create the object, it will call automatically. Just I'm trying to show you. Okay, so you will see here, I only create the object instance of the employee classes, but the constructor, the defined init constructor, it is called automatically. Okay, I think you got the point. And so if it is called automatically, what do you mean? So we can access the instance attribute. So this is the class attributes. I will show you the class attribute, the instance attribute. So I will write here emp1 dot. So here you will see that the sign indicate the instance. I want to access the name. I run again. So you will see the name Arun. Similarly, I can get their designation. Okay, a Java developer. If I want to get the company name, uh, yeah, we are getting XYZ. Suppose you have created the employee 2. Similarly, we can create here. I will write the Akash, and he is a designer. So similarly, you can get it. And suppose I want to here I will get the so info. So info, what they do. Okay, I will write. Suppose I will don't use the self keyword. What happened? Let's see. So I will write. I'm just showing the user information, employee information. Here I will write uh, name. Let's see what happened. Here I will write the position. So you will see it is not tracking. It is not tracking because whenever you create an object like employee one, so it will come a cell become the EMP one. So it will get the name. That's why we have to write the self. So here I will write self dot. Okay, that's why we create. Let's I write the so info. That is a method. Okay, let's see. We get the information. Yeah. So we get the okay. We only printing them. So we have to remove. It is no returning nothing. Running again. So you will get the init constructor called 2 times because we have created 2 classes and we saw the info. Arun is a Java developer. Okay. Let's do one more thing. Like I want to like promote the person. So I have to update the position. So here what happen? I will do set dot. It means we are accessing the variable. I will access the position. Will access the I will access the position. I will access the position. But that position is updated in real time. But it means I'm getting this child dot position that is no updated. Let I will show you. Let's emp1. Okay, I will write emp1 dot promote. Here I will mention the team. Let's suppose I mention the team lead. He become team lead by doing hard work. And let's see again. So info. So what I am thinking, what should get? We should get the Java position in a starting here and in this team lead. Okay, let's see. Run again. Okay, okay, okay. I don't write. Yeah. Okay. So you will see Arun Java developer and Arun become team leader, team lead. So you will see how changing the information easily. The self keyword, the power of the self keyword you can visualize here. How you can change the self dot position using using this self dot position only. Okay, tracking the no object information. If you write only name, na, you are tracking the object information or object within the different methods and within the same class. Okay, and you can access the attributes as well as if you want to change the attributes, you can also change. Like I will show you here. Like I want to change the emp dot. Let's say example I company. I want to change it is ABC. So let's print, but it change in only runtime. Here I will write the company. Let's say. initial XYZ, it is become ABC. Okay. Yeah, you can, it is similar like as we do in a Python. It's similar like that. So we can get the we understand the know how why do we use the init constructor? It is called automatically, or generally we use for defining the instance attributes that is specific to the instance, and we have a class attribute that is saved by the all instance of the classes, and init constructor use that is called automatically. The self keyword that track that keep the attention towards the current object we have. Okay, instead of writing the different object, we use the some general approach, writing a self keyword that self is replaced by the object and called the specific instance as well as object and method. And thank you so much, everyone. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubt, please leave them in comment section, and try to if you are not able to understand, try to watch again this video. And uh, and thank you so much, and see you in next lecture.